Did you know that a third of the world's fish stock has been overexploited or depleted? Based on our own data, consumer demand for vegan seafood is on the rise. So we thought, why don't we show you some easy alternatives to a dish everyone loves and enjoys, fish and chips. Today we're testing out 3 ingredients for the fish in our fish and chips. We've seen a lot of recipes out there from creators such as Avant-Garde Vegan, Sauce Stash, Edgy Veg, and Bosch. And based on their recipes, as well as some research, we've decided to try banana blossom, firm tofu, celeriac root to test and see which works best for the fish. So over here is a can of banana blossom. It's the flower bud at the end of a banana bunch. It does have a very fibrous texture, but I believe it's because this is the outer coating of the banana blossom. But I also see some parts of it and it comes across flaky like a fish. That looks like seafood to you. It's very similar to tuna flakes in brine. Personally, I've never used banana blossom in cooking, so I really wasn't sure where to go to find banana blossom. But the great thing is, I was able to whip that out on the Abelian app. And what we gotta do now is pat it dry. You can use a kitchen towel or a reusable cloth. Then we are going to make the marinade with a 1/4 cup canola oil, a 1/4 cup olive oil, a 1/3 cup caper brine, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and zest, 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/4 sheet nori. Nori is going to play a huge part in all of these recipes, so get ready to use a lot of it, because we want to give the dish the fishy sea taste. Dip the banana blossoms and let it sit overnight. So this is a celeriac root, and it comes from the same family as the celery. But don't be misled, they are 2 different vegetables. The celeriac is cultivated for its knobby root and therefore more of a root vegetable. It smells very, very similar to your typical celery stems in the grocery store. I'm not too sure what to expect when cutting this up. It looks like a big potato. So what's really interesting here is that the celeriac ball has a texture that's similar to, I guess, like a fibrous turnip. It's dense, but with the instruction from the recipes that we've come across, we're meant to slice it down the middle. Now we will add the olive oil, salt, and diced nori. Add enough to coat the roots evenly. Mix it all up till everything is covered in goodness. The roots are pretty hard, so soften them up. We will bake it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes and then let it cool. Add the celeriac into the same marinade and leave it overnight. Finally, a familiar ingredient on the table, the humble tofu. As we're slicing it up into thin slices, for the tofu pieces, pet and dry it, and then lightly soak it in marinade. Make sure to get them evenly covered. The reason we don't marinate it overnight is because the water in the tofu and the oil will separate, making the marinade hard to absorb. Skewer them together using toothpicks so they don't fall apart. And now for the batter. Add a 1/4 cup plain flour, a 1/4 cup cornstarch, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and pepper, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 125 ml of beer, and mix till you get a thick consistency. It's fry time. Dip each batch of substitute into the batter and then fry it. Remember to flip the ingredients so they will be fried evenly. You can even add a little batter to the side of each piece so that you can get crunchy sides. Sprinkle it with salt and serve with a squeeze of lemon and vegan tartar sauce. So it's not fish and chips without tartar sauce, and I discovered this vegan tartar sauce over on the Abelian app. It's by Inspired Vegan, and it looks delicious. Looks like the real thing. So the 3 different ingredients, after frying it, came out looking very, very different from each other. The celeriac root kind of just looks like a big chunk of potato that wasn't quite sliced up properly and then dipped in, just dunked in oil. It does look good, if you're thinking about potatoes, but maybe not so much fish and chips. Okay, has a little bit of a nice crunch. It's much softer than when it was pre-fried. It's kind of mushy like a potato. Smells still a little bit like celery. Why is it so salty? This is not quite fish and chips, and it falls apart like you'd imagine, I guess, boiled celery would. Perhaps like on its own as a dish, it's unique, but I wouldn't call this fish and chips at all. Second dish we're gonna try is gonna be the tofu fish and chips. So you have to pull out the toothpick before you start. Ooh, it's squishy like tofu. I like it for what it is, and what it is fried battered tofu. The chewiness in the tofu texture might come across like fish and chips, especially because it has a little bit of that marinade in it. But because I eat tofu so often, it's very much just like tofu to me. Last one lined up is the banana blossom. So I put my money in this one because it looked a lot like tuna when we took it out of the brine. But let's see how it tastes. Right now, if I pick it up, it has a really, really nice texture. Taking a crack at slicing through it. Oh, perfect crunch. Yeah, this little portion over here looks a lot like fish. Do you see that? The stringiness, the flakiness. That was really good. It has a seafood aftertaste. And yeah, I'd say that that's about like a 9 or an 8 out of 10. It's really, really good. So today we have a special guest who is an omnivore, and we brought him in today to try this vegan fish and chips.
It actually tastes quite like fish. This is probably one of the better like vegan meat substitutes I've had in quite some time. Actually.
Oh, cool. Can you guess? Can you guess what the main ingredient is?
It's definitely not fish.
This one is banana blossom. So it's the bud at the end of a banana bundle that we've used.
Whoa,
yeah.
that's really creative. It's actually blowing my mind and stuff that this isn't meat. It's really freaking me out.
Make sure to share your fish alternative recipes on the Billion app with a post. If you want to skip all the cooking, there's also tons of ready-to-eat, fish-free food products reviewed on the app, so check them out. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, and comment down below what you'd like us to make next.